Okay.
But not okay with Pokke pulling Casperus, because skipping 1 unit isn't going to cause ACC to go homeless. Okay, I skipped Yunli in the past, but asking him to stop playing and streaming HSR entirely affects his livelihood. I think the average person should do both, but Pokke being a CC who makes a living off of playing the game, it would be outrageous to ask that of someone who isn't an already established variety streamer. I think the main point of it all was that you don't want certain CCs to pull for Casperus because it's supporting the game and it's predatory practices. But like, if that is your main goal, right? Like, it shouldn't be a half measure. I don't think he's understanding what was being said. He's having a half measure where he thinks change will happen because he doesn't pull one character, but then continues to create content indefinitely for the game. Like, that just doesn't make sense, you know? And I don't know if Drake's Revenge gets that nuance where like boycott.
Bro, I swear, on my soul, I swear, Forbes chat hates everyone. Name me one thing that Forbes chat doesn't hate, other than when he streams the dinosaur game. You know, everything that Forbes say, they just say KMS, 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 KMS. Like, literally every single CZ, bro. Unlike my chat, right? My chat will always say peace, love, happiness, for anything that we say, right? Very, very good.
Casperus, don't pull her, right? So that Hoyo gets a message. But keep creating content for it, right? So keep advertising and keep spreading all about it, and then, you know, surely it'll damage your pockets. No, not really. Actually, it's like the complete opposite, right? If anything, like, nah, it's a little. This content, by the way, like I said, right? Like, it just doesn't work like that. This is like essentially kind of what Drake's Revenge is saying. Kind of reminds me of Paimon's VA striking and saying she's with AI, anti-AI with the other strikers, but then also showing up at work being like, I think she should. And like, it's like, okay, wait, so she's still voicing Paimon, but she's with the strikers. Like, well, you can't have both, right? So Drake's Revenge, you can't ask Pokke.
Okay, yo, Fob, you are actually yapping kind of fast here. Hold up.
To just not pull Casperus because you want him to stand against HSR, but then be like, you're good to keep playing the game and streaming and making content for it nonstop every day. Like, and I'm not saying Pokke should quit HSR, 100% not. I think he can fucking enjoy his game however the fuck he wants. He can play it. If he genuinely likes the game, which he does, I 100% believe he does, because I don't know how anybody does that many fucking zero cycle attempts and fucking viewer reviews, but yeah, he loves HSR. So if he loves HSR, let him play his fucking favorite game, right? I ain't gonna stop anybody from doing that. But it's just about the precedent that you want to set as like, we need to stand up against HSR and tell them this is bad, but only half so, right? Like, just don't pull this character, but keep playing, right? Because I bet you these same people saying this were back then when people were doing Genshin boycott, they were making fun of Genshin boycotters for still playing Genshin while boycotting it, right? Tell me what's different. You same people probably gave all the Genshin boycotters shit for being like, you're boycotting Genshin but still playing? Just quit. But then you're like, nah, wait, hold up. You can't pull Casperus, but keep playing the game. Make it make sense. It's a little hypocritical, you know? He's in chat. Oh, is he? Oh shit.
No.
It's not about expecting change. You totally missed the point.
No,
oh shit. Okay. It's okay. You can explain it then, Drakes. Right?
Oh. I thought he was like, I'm in chat. Bro, every single time Forbes streams, I literally still sleeping, bro. I will never be in Forbes chat. Because like, he literally streams that when I'm at 9 a.m. Singapore time. So like, yeah.
What? Like, because I'm assuming most people who want CCs to not pull for Casperus is because they want them to like, it's, I do feel like it's a little virtue signaling, but like, let's ignore that and be like, you know, like, what is the message you want when you want like CCs like Pokke to not pull for Casperus, right? Because I think everybody can agree, in the Twitch space, Pokke is like probably the biggest HSR CC. So I don't expect Hoyo to change because of 1 or 2 CCs or even 100,000 people not pulling. Okay, but like, yeah, go on. What I wanted was consistency. With what? If he says, and he did, that the global passive is bad for the game, then don't pull. Did Pokke say Casperus' global passive is bad for the game? Because I'm pretty sure Pokke is on the same train, 1 unit or any future global passive unit. Because I thought, I can link, sure, but I thought Pokke was pretty much on the train with everybody being like, essentially it's a bad precedent, right? It's not that Casperus' passive is actually bad, right? Like, because I mean, who the fuck cares if you get a 1 HP rebuff? I don't think it's the greatest game-breaking mechanic, right? But it's the possible future things that could be bad, right? What are those?
Oh, it's a shield, right? Is what I would say about shield, right? Unfortunately, the way that global passives are implemented right now is fucking garbage. It is super. Isn't it crazy? Like, your streamer is like, I'm really like, I think for the past like 3 or 4 days, I'm in every single gacha CC streamer for this shit right now. Absolutely super fucking bad. And there's honestly no two ways to go around global passive, right? There's no amount of sugarcoating. There's no amount of shit. It's a different shirt, guys. I've literally never worn this shirt. I bought it from Japan. It's a Uzumaki shirt. I've never worn this shirt ever, right? It's a new shirt, right? It's a new shirt across this. There is no amount of cover-up that I could think of anyways that can justify the way global passive works in this current game of HSR. Because the implementation of global passive, it fundamentally ruins one of HSR's most important day one aspect that I've been saying since like the beginning of time, aside from leveling of traces. Do you guys want to know about this? There's no way he watches everything, right? That's crazy. Hold up. Does he actually watch everything? Oh, okay. Thank God. In the actual combat itself.
Okay, I'm gonna stop Pokke there because I feel like of all the team-based games I've dabbled in and like tried and seen, I feel like Honkai Star Rail is actually one of the worst in terms of diversity for team building. Like, I feel like most other team building games have way more diversity. The other games have things like skill inherits and stuff like that to essentially move around skills to different characters. So like, I feel like HSR team building is fucking not like this super crazy thing in the realm of team building games, man, for like turn-based. Like, so I don't really know where he's coming with that. So I mean, yeah.
If you press 3 buttons, basic skill out, with knowing when you press it, and sometimes with the right amount of speed, the right amount of relics, or if you just don't give them, you press 1 button, and the game just plays by itself. So, oh my God, my best girl. To be fair, he does experiment with dumb teams, and it works. Bro just got my mono quantum dumb teams. I'm very sad now. Team building itself as a principle, it is so important, it is so pivotal to HSR that one could say if you don't have good team building, if a team building is garbage, right? No amount of in-combat control or god tier ability or even certain islands can fix it, right? If you talk about like islands and light goods, in my opinion, they are just a means to an end to open up, to diversify your team building, right? You either can start running sustainer teams because you have so much more damage, so you can drop.
I think what he's trying to insinuate is
KMS,
that if they release more global passive
KMS,
use
bro,
certain
I
things, that would
love
essentially
Bob
take away
chat.
from the value of
Everything
building
that's
teams
on
in a
his
different
stream
way
is
because you can
KMS.
global passive.
Unless he plays a dinosaur game, it's always KMS. I love it.
Essentially
It's
not
great.
require certain units to
It's
be on your
fantastic.
team.
Why
I
does he
think
not have
that's
the
what he's
KMS
basically
emote
trying to
enabled?
Yeah. But yeah, I understand people need to get the bag, but skipping one unit or any of these global passive units is the right thing to do if he was being genuine with that opinion of it being bad. But that's all I want to say, and it wasn't just you guys who said this, but as CCs that have a megaphone, I figured I'd clarify why I'm okay with playing but not pulling. Everyone has to draw their own lines. It's mine though, call it cringe or whatever, but it's just one random Twitter guy's opinion. No, you're good. I mean, like I said, everybody can have their opinion. Nobody should be crucified for having an opinion, but unless it's really bad, which I don't think your opinion is like ridiculously bad or anything. I will say it's a little parasocial. Like you could probably admit that as well. It's a little parasocial. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. How many gifted to move on? 100. 100 right now.
100 gifted, I move on from this video, guys. We still have 6 minutes left. 100 gifted, I move on, right? Hey. Okay, you know what? I'll give you guys a solid. 4 of us for 100, fuck it, 50.
It depends, right? For me, I think where Pokke is coming from is not so much. I think it's talking more about the future of global passives, not so much Castorus' global passive. No, like I feel like it's
Oh
talking
my
about
God.
the effects
There's
future
100
global passives,
100
especially if they go
BDs
down the
insane.
slippery slope of starting to essentially power creep with it, right? That's very bad. So, but then if that circles back around to the very premise of global passives, and you believe that him saying that about global passives but still pulling for Castorus, but then like wouldn't, I don't know. I feel like it would be for your cause. Okay, so I think I'm just like completely misunderstanding it from the get-go. I don't think Drake's Revenge cares about what Hoyoverse does at the end of the day, or like anything like that. He cares about what his favorite content creator does. Is that more correct? You just want your favorite content creator to stand by his word, and it's not so much about Hoyoverse making less money or anything like that. You just want to hold MrPokke by his word, right?
Favorite CC,
if that's
by
the
way.
case, then I get that a bit more. But I mean, I wish Hoyo wouldn't do it because I did love HSR, but I have to accept it and move on.
Absolutely.
So but this is about CCs being consistent. Okay, all right. So it's more about MrPokke, not so much the game. Then okay, that makes a little bit more sense because like I think what me and Jenna were implying was that we were assuming that your goal was not so much to hold the Pokke accountable, but more so to have Pokke not support HSR anymore or something like that, right? I will say though, okay,
Fob now farms drama every day. Fob, you changed. I'm dead.
Pokke not support HSR anymore or something like that, right? I will say though, okay, I am interested, and you probably don't watch me as much as Pokke, but I am pulling Castorus. What do you think about that? Now, I will say, I do pull for every character. I am not like Pokke. I don't have a skip character. I pull for everything.
I don't have a skip, bro. I literally pulled every single unit. At least in HSR, right? Okay, for that one period, we skipped Jade and Yingli because we were locked into Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone 0. That was the only time I skipped. And then my focus was not locked in. Ever since then, I pulled for every single unit, bro.
So,
literally.
I do technically have that caveat. I do have that bonus, you know? So, did you say you hate the global passes?
Okay, actually, no, I take it back. I did pull for every single character, right? I put for both Yingli and Jade on their launch. For Zedion's account, right? Hey, absolutely. Every single patch without fail, E6, S5, E6, S5, E6, S5. It's just not my wallet, but hey,
I think
still pull,
global
right?
passes are a slippery
Absolutely.
slope, and there's a potential that it could be very bad in the future. Right now, I think that is a potential problem, but I don't think it's something that's here at this moment. And it's also something that could also potentially never happen, right? That's what I've been saying pretty much this whole time. Essentially, it's a very possible thing that could snowball into something very bad, right? But I don't think I don't think Castorus' res passive is going to break the game, right? Fence it or take? Is that a fence it or take, or is that the God honest truth? Does anybody here have a crystal ball that tells you what Hoyoverse is going to do with global?
Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, bro, I swear, bro, his chat is out of control, man. His chat is out of control. Bro, chat, y'all try this on me. On my life, I'll kill Mimi. I will kill Mimi in front of your eyes to get you guys in order, right? Don't you even fucking try this shit, right? Bro, Fob needs to discipline his chat.
Passes in the future?
Fob
Nobody
chat
fucking
needs
knows,
discipline.
right? If you didn't outright say you think it's problematic, you're good. No, I do think it could be problematic, right? Because no one can 100% tell. And my best example was this. Perfect category we're in right now. It's called Genshin fucking Impact, right? Genshin Impact has characters with global passives, right? Thanks to my Scaramouche, all right, I could save 50% Mora when I ascend bows and catalysts, right? Thanks to my my Toma, right? Thanks to my Toma, when I fish in Inazuma,
Who
I
the
get a
fuck
20%
is
chance
this
to get a
guy?
double catch, right? Etc. But like Genshin has kept their global passives to pretty much be innocuous, worthless shit. Nobody fucking cares about them because they don't do anything crazy. Is there a possibility HSR does essentially what Genshin does and keeps global passes very innocuous? I think it is. But
Okay, wait, chat. Actually, you brought up a pretty interesting point. Okay, by the way, clip channel, if you want to hit this, just hit this, right? But the thing is, Genshin Impact's gameplay, a lot of it is also tied with like overworld exploration, no? Like you going around the world, you know, you want to run, you want to swim, you want to fish, whatever. It has a lot to do. But HSR, who the hell plays overworld exploration in HSR? You know what I'm saying? So like, while they might not really be end game global passives, like for example in Genshin Impact, it is still a passive that makes your time in Genshin Impact feel better. Just like how in HSR, because nobody's gonna go around picking mints. You're not gonna fucking kill every trash can and get credits, right? In the overall, or you just as perma farmers as you. Like, we want to play the end game. So that is technically still quality of life. But yeah, it's a different games. Like, they're open world games where they have this global passive, which makes a player's enjoyment in that game better. So, yeah.
But they're a gacha company. I'm not stupid enough to be like, there's no way they will. No, there's a very good chance they could to print money, right? So it's a hypothetical. We don't know yet. So I'm not like completely being like, it is 100% going to be this, right? I am cautious, but like wary and still like, you know, watching out for it. So you can love it, and I might think you're dumb, but it's also saying what you mean and meaning what you say. I mean, I play PGR, and they have something like global passives, but the way they implement it, it's not really predatory. It's not global passive equals bad. It's how they implement them. It's a problem with HSR. Okay, but we don't know how far they're going with it yet, right? Like, that's my whole thing. Like, for as far as we know, we don't know how far they're going to take it. So,
Okay,
like,
check.
100%.
I want to paint you guys this scenario, right? What if they take it super, super far? They took it all the way. Let's just say every single 5-star limited from now to the end of damage, every single unit gets a global passive. Let's just say that happened. And then what? Is it gonna be, ooh, oh my god, it's over, guys. Honkai Stava is end of service. Quit HSR. Quit HSR in either. Oh my god. Yeah, let's just say they did like the most egregious, like fucking global passive in the Islands, global passive in the like they just make it like the worst possible thing, right? Let's just say it happened, right? What then? There isn't an answer to this, but it's just I want to give you guys just like a little bit of thought. What then if that actually happens? Yo, if you have the Trailblazer on your account, you can get rewards from trash cans. That global passive is just bonkers. Ooh. Girls Frontline 2 has a global passive. Global passive isn't called the common keys. Alright, because you can kind of swap around the keys with your dogs, right? Yeah, it is. So you want him to... No, I don't want him to become more predatory. But the thing is, when they become more predatory, does it make you as a consumer feel like, ah, shit, my life is ruined, or like I'm playing this predatory game? Because I think it kind of just really just boils right down to it's a little bit like, for example, in the casino, right? In the casino, one day they make the odds of the slot machine, it goes from like a, let's just say 1 in 100 to like 1 in 200. You know, it's predatory. They made it way more difficult to hit the jackpot and everything, right? It's super bad. So you quit, because you can't really earn. You can try, but you probably can't earn as much money as you would like to. But you know, if you go gambling, you're never gonna earn money. So your solution to this is, okay, I'm gonna go and play another casino. I'm gonna go play baccarat. I'm gonna go play blackjack. And I feel that is kind of like the situation where this is in. Like, no matter how disgusting this game in the casino is, I don't think players would quit, guys. As in quit gacha. Because at the end of the fucking day, look me in the eye, by the way. You know y'all are all degenerate gamblers. Tell me I'm wrong. You know? If one slot has way worse odds, you quit. But your solution is not because, oh shit, it's because I'm doing the moral thing. I'm standing up against the slot machine or this casino. No. It's because you feel that you're getting conned. You're getting cooked. So you go and play another slot machine. You go and play another casino. But at the end of everything, don't even pretend that you're trying to do this because you're standing out for the fucking casino, right? You just want to gamble in a better game with better odds so that you can win more. Tell me I'm wrong.